Are you kidding me? Again? Bipolar Blue checking in, and just 1 week before the draft, the Cowboys signed another offensive lineman, Hakeem Adeniji, from the Browns, Garland native. Okay, cool story, bro, but what are we doing here? Is this the plan? Just keep signing guys who couldn't stick elsewhere and hope one magically turns into Zach Martin? My head hurts. Before I go completely off the rails, if this constant stream of depth signings while ignoring the real issues makes your blood boil too, smash that like button now. And if you haven't joined the collective sigh, subscribe and ring the bell. Let's commiserate. Okay, Hakeem Adeniji, let's break down this latest addition to the island of misfit offensive linemen. 5 seasons, 3 teams. Okay, Journeyman alarm bells are ringing. Signed with Cleveland last year and immediately placed on injured reserve with a knee injury, missed the entire season. Mood swing. Sarcasm. Oh, perfect. Just what we need. Another guy coming off a major injury. Fantastic. Started his career in Cincy, 6th-round pick. Okay. Played tackle and guard. Started teen games. Even started in the Super Bowl, slight upswing. Okay, wait a minute. Super Bowl starter at guard. Maybe there's some grit there, some experience. And back down to earth. Waived by Cincy. Signed to the Vikings practice squad. Only played special teams for them. So the Bengals, who drafted him and started him in a Super Bowl, didn't want him anymore, and the Vikings barely used him? This ain't exactly screaming reliable starter. Yeah, he was an Iron Man at Kansas years ago. Great. What has he done lately besides sit on IR? So now it's Adeniji joining Sadiq Charles and Robert Jones as the external offensive line additions. 3 guys with question marks galore. Injury history? Check. Retired recently? Check. Couldn't stick with previous teams? Check. And these guys, plus Hoffman and Bass, are supposed to battle it out to replace a Hall of Famer. This feels like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. And here's the real fear, folks. The fear that always creeps in with these moves. Do Jerry and Steven look at this collection of lottery tickets and think, okay, offensive line depth is handled. We got bodies. Now we can definitely draft that shiny wide receiver or flashy running back at 12 and ignore the trenches. Please tell me that's not the plan. This is not addressing the need with quality. This is plugging holes with chewing gum. My final Bipolar Blue prediction based on this signing, adding to the others, this confirms it for me. They're going to cheap out on the offensive line in free agency, collect these reclamation projects, and then use it as justification to not spend a high draft pick on the offensive line. They'll convince themselves one of these guys will hit, they'll preach competition, and they'll likely pass on a real difference maker at offensive tackle or guard early in the draft because they think they fixed it with guys like Adeniji, who missed all of last season. Mark my words. This feels like setting up for disappointment. That's the Bipolar Blue take. Another depth signing, another reason to worry they won't address the O-line properly in the draft. What do you think? Does Adeniji move the needle at all? Let me know below. Bipolar Blue out.